Hey guys, so I've been trying to record on TikTok. It's not been freaking working. I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna go on YouTube and we're also gonna go on TikTok around the same time. So we're gonna see if this is able to save myself. So what am I talking about today? I know there's a lot I should be posting on my other channel, Sungai Vogue, but I'm gonna come. But on this, on my TikTok, it'll be Sungai Vogue. I think I'm posting that. So I'm on two different channels. I will sync them officially another time because different devices post on different devices. So here we are. So I've just come on here because I am tired of the narrative in our black communities that we like to shame people who speak the truth or speak their truth just because it doesn't relate to us, or we feel that certain truths are supposed to be kept secret in relation to black communities. So I'm not even gonna say the Caribbean community or the African community. All African and Caribbean communities are just as terrible. And I would say minority, but we're not gonna go into that right now. But we're gonna focus on the ones that I look like, that I identify with. So that's where we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay right here because we need to sit down and bring everyone to the front of the congregation. Renee was attacked by her mother's husband. Let's not be ignorant about that. It was an attack where he talks about her panty, disrespect her. But this girl who has been supporting him and supporting her mother. And never at any time has any of these people showed love to her. Come on here on social media and say, you know what? My extra income comes from this social media because of my daughter. But yet there's these same people will come here and drag this girl across. But never at any time has any of these people come and said that Renee is lying. Even when they tried to say that, she's proven that she wasn't. She was unsupported by her mother. She was just a lazy parent. She's been picking men over and over. It reflects. Because even when she was with her sister's father, she was neglecting Renee. Therefore, Renee went on her whole experience in life and adulthood and with boys and whatever. Let's take accountability. Let's say it's like it is. I grew up with both parents. My dad was a disciplinarian, super disciplinarian, but one thing I never do was out here chasing boys. Because he stayed clued on, he stayed chasing my little bum. And I was busy with other things, but I never had time for that. So what I'm saying right now is this. Let's not at any time take what Rena is saying for granted and pretend like this whole situation is artificial. Her mother, her mother let her down. And as recent, I'm not going to go as far as a childhood, I'm going to talk about as recent. Her mother came on social media to drag her children for roses and galaxies. Never did the mother come on this social media. Like people say, this Beyonce social media. And at any time addressed what her husband did, disrespecting her daughter or forming boundaries and saying that that's order. Never did she come here to apologize. But now that people are dragging her husband, that now she reached back. She came on this Beyonce's social media. Beyonce's social media. And told us to leave her husband alone. Even to the point where even her gifters and the people who were commenting had to be her subscribers only. Meaning there's people subscribing to this rubbish. Y'all need to stop. Because we are supporting the breakdown of our communities. If people are made accountable and shamed for their lack of parenting, lack of supporting their children, and lack of boundaries, and lack of enabling, our community will be far better than this. There will not be us and them. There'll be a community for sure. We have allowed people to come in our societies and infiltrate And in that situation, we are out here tearing down the victims. In this situation, Rihanna doesn't act like a victim because she's a Libra. She will survive through anything, and I understand, and I'm basically her. With her experience, it'd probably be her. I just had a support system, and even in the support system I have my own traumas. I have my own religious trauma. You won't catch me in church, that's for sure. You won't, and you won't catch me trying to be saved. We're good. If we die, we die. We're good over here. We're good over here in this hood over here. However, that doesn't mean that I'm going to tear down people who believe and who go to their religious practices. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. Find your way, and everybody has their way, and we're not all to go in the same direction, and that's okay. So what I'm here to say is that let's not tear down Renee, because every time she come on this Beyonce's social media, which means on TikTok or on YouTube, when her sisters let her down, when she was helping her sister with babysitting, she ended up with more than 24 hours babysitting them children. And those children are not even well mannered. And these children lived with their grandmother until recently. And we are ignoring what this young lady is saying, that she's taking the responsibility of a parent. That's not her job. If you want bread, it's your responsibility. The moment you want to have children, that's your responsibility. It's not my mother's responsibility. It's not the grandparents' responsibility. It's your responsibility, and you need to take it on. And never at this time, since Renee had a child in January, this girl has been having a daughter with her. If it's not her godmother for her daughter, helping her. And occasional, when her mom, when she tried to reconcile with her mother, and you could see that it was a struggle. And even to the point where she didn't, her spirit will not allow her to leave her own child with her own mother. Have you ever noticed that didn't sit right with me? That even me observing that says, nah, something's a bit off. Because listen, I'll leave my kid with my mom. But she'll tell me to come and get the child. Of course she will. And I'll move quickly. But I will sleep. Because my mom is a mom. What is she going to do? She's mom. But this mother, she's billing you, sending you invoice to look after her grandbaby. All I know is this. No one has supported Renee from the beginning, whether it's the social media or her parents or her family, besides Auntie Pat and her other auntie. Even when they're partnering her, you can see it's love. Her mom brought her into life. But I'm very sure that I now know for sure that not everyone who gives birth to you is supposed to be your family. And family is the friends you choose. And if you come from a terrible family, you can recreate a family that loves you. You can create families that meet you where you are, that show up where you are, that support you, and they're there for you. And you can do that living your life and your truth. And you don't need to stick to a box and say, well, this is the support. Support can come from everywhere and everyone. And I want Renee to keep growing, and I want Renee to keep pushing, and I want her to continue trying and pushing to be the best mother she can be. But that doesn't mean that she can't have fun. And I'm going to tell you, girl, keep making your mistakes, keep growing, because with mistakes, there's growth. Keep growing. And I've not seen you make 2 mistakes at the same time. No. To the point where you're more isolated. But girl, you're surviving it. So keep going, keep pushing, keep learning, and we see you. And yes, there's a mother someone who will be your spiritual mother, who will support you. There's always going to be someone there for you. That's for sure. Keep speaking your truth. Let no one tell you to shush. That's why I stay on business. Let no one tell you to shush.